Today we're going to take a look at downward facing dog. This is one of the most common poses in yoga, but even if you've done this pose before, let's take some time to really break it down. If you have any wrist or knee or back injuries, we'll talk about some modifications to help with those. But for now, let's go ahead and start in tabletop position. So we want our fingers spread nice and wide, giving us a solid base here. And our feet and hands are going to be about shoulder or hips width apart. Now you can, if you want a wider dog, you can walk your hands forward a bit. Engage your core, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up and back. Now, if you have a horse in the way, or you have tightness through your hamstrings or your back, you may choose to keep your knees bent here, which will allow you to fully extend through your spine, melting your heart towards your thighs. In this pose, having integrity through your spine is more important than having those straight legs. So please feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to get that nice straight spine. Now, if you are able to, you can go ahead and send your heels towards the earth. And it doesn't matter if your heels touch or not. So just send them down whatever amount is comfortable for you. And to warm up, you might take your dog for a walk, pedaling your feet and getting the backs of your legs nice and warm. Now, if you are experiencing any strain in your wrists, there are a few things we can do. The first is to really press into each one of those fingertips, and especially the area between your forefinger and thumb. So claw through your fingertips and press into that spot between your thumb and forefinger and see if that helps any amount. If you're still experiencing strain, you can support your wrists more by giving them some padding, and you can do that either with a blanket or with your mat. And you're gonna wanna lift the heel of your palm to help take some of that strain out of the wrist. So if I double up my mat here, I'm gonna set the heel of my palm right on the edge there to give it a little bit of a lift. And that should help decrease that angle in the wrist and take some of the strain out of it. If that's still not enough, you can always do this pose on your forearms, like the dolphin pose we looked at last week. And that would look like that. So wherever you are, we're going to rotate our shoulders away from our ears, down the back, pull our belly up and in, melt our heart down towards our thighs, send our heels energetically towards the earth, and breathe. If you've been walking your dog, see if you can find a moment of stillness here. And on your next exhale, go ahead and gently send your knees back to the earth. Oh yeah. And that